Oh, am I live again? Right, guys, hopefully you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? I'm waiting for the first person to join this live, and then at least I know if I should continue, because I always have some sort of sound problems. So right now I'm in Phuket. I'm in my apartment. It feels a bit like a zoo, so you will hear some animal noises on the background because right now it's raining. It's pissing down, like proper pissing down, and it's working fine. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Just don't really want to talk to myself, for half an hour. So I've got my windows open. I've got my balcony open. And I have a lot of animals outside of my apartment. So if you hear some crazy noises, it's Thailand. Okay, if you're coming here soon, get used to it. I'm kind of used to it now. I've got the not peacock, not the chicken, but the male version. What's the name of that? So you have a chicken with eggs, and then the husband. How do you call them? They're not peacocks. What are they? I keep forgetting this word. Jeremy, do you know? So the male version of chicken, how do you call it? It. You can tell I've been hanging out with too many Russians. Can't speak English anymore. Anyway, it looks like, oh, you don't know who. Basically, okay, I have a lot of chickens on the background, so they'll be making a lot of noises. So don't be put off by it. But yeah, May, guys, been absolutely horrendous in terms of weather. And I like rain. I like rain in Thailand. I love rain because I'm driving car, so it doesn't really affect me getting wet. And yes, traffic is a little bit worse because more people drive cars when it's raining and less bikes. And of course, it's more dangerous and there's a lot of road accidents. I actually see road accidents at least 2 a day. And sometimes like yesterday, I've seen one, and it was that so bad on the road where maximum you go like 30, 20 miles an hour. So I don't know how it's even possible for some of these accidents to take place. But yeah, it's really, really dangerous. But why I like the rain, you could be in the apartment without the air conditioning because you just open doors, windows, and it's a nice air sort of breeze, which is amazing. I mean, air conditioning is not really good for your health, so I try to avoid using it. And I have fan, so I sleep with a fan. And also during rainy season, which it starts in May, but May have never been that bad. And I'm talking to a lot of local people, and they all say like, "Oh my God, it's raining so much." So yeah, like it's been raining yesterday. It's raining right now, like super bad. Shall I show you? Can I show you with my laptop? Let me show you with my laptop. Yeah. Do you see what I'm talking about? It's really bad. Really, really bad. So if you're planning your trip now and you like the sunshine and the beach, perhaps you want to reassess your decision. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be coming now. I mean, for me, it's okay. I love Phuket for other purposes. Yes, it has the most amazing beaches, but also there are loads of restaurants, like super nice restaurants, um, different activities that you could do indoor. Um, don't even get me started on the training facilities. Like, yeah, so many nice gyms that you can go to and attend the classes. I actually did one on Monday because nobody cancels anything when it's rain. Yes, if you have a hike, some gyms may cancel the hike because of the weather conditioning, but everything else kind of still takes place. Some beach clubs may be shut if it's really pissing down with rain, but usually things just work as normal. which I kind of like, and it's still really warm. So you can see I'm sitting in my apartment, little shorts and little top, and I'm sweating. So it's still hot. I mean, not sweating, but it's still really, really hot. And outside is the same temperature, so it is nice. Yeah. So of course, sea is more dangerous because it's really wavy. Um, there's a lot of there are a lot of waves, so it's dangerous. I don't usually swim in the sea anyway, and if I go to the beach, I kind of, yeah, maybe I do it once in 2 months, and only when I have a visitor and I have to go to the beach, because I try to avoid so much sun exposure. And yeah, you'll probably be questioning, why am I in Thailand? I don't like the sand. I don't like the sand in my face, in my ears, in my mouth. Hair becomes absolutely unmanageable because of humidity and heat and sweat. It's already really bad. So going to the beach is like, yeah, you're killing it. So what I usually do, I go to spas. So there are a lot of spas in Phuket, where you can do steam, sauna, ice bath, and that's what I usually do. I used to do it once a week, but then I thought, why am I doing it only once a week when it's available, and where the entrance is only like 200-300 baht? Depends where you go. If you go to Bank Tower, there are some for like 500 baht. You can be there all day. You can have food, and then I usually do rounds. So I go to sauna for 10-15 minutes, then ice bath, then steam for 10 minutes, then ice bath, and then just chill, like drink tea. Sometimes I take, obviously, I'm very health focused and conscious, as you can probably tell. And again, if you are coming during rainy season and it is raining, I'm giving you some suggestions and ideas what you could do when you're here if it is raining, So, yeah, there's still loads to do, still really enjoyable, and you can meet people and hang out with people. Yeah, I usually take like ginger shot, um, lime shot, and coconut, and then some really nice herbal tea. And then, yeah, and then I just chill all day in the spa, read the book. Usually I don't read the book. I take the book with me and never read it. I'm on my phone constantly. Actually, I might do a detox day tomorrow and just leave my phone at home or in the car, um, just to switch off. Yeah, usually I'm researching, reading, listening to podcasts, planning something, answering messages, answering YouTube messages. Yeah, so spa is a great alternative to going to the beach. And there are loads in every area in Phuket, Chalong, Kravai, Nine High. You have at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 spas available. So I recommend that. Also, today I'm going to go to a shopping mall. It's called Central Shopping Mall. It's literally 5 minutes from where I live now. And I want to go to the cinema. I think Final Destination. Have you seen Final Destination? I've seen other parts. It's on. So I thought, I'm going to go and watch it. I like the cinema in Phuket. Really comfortable. They have sofas, massive seats, obviously popcorn and all the rest of it. So yeah, so I might go to Central, go and treat myself for a coffee. I've cut down on coffee massively. I think I drink like 2 a week now. I used to do 4 a day, and I used to drink instant coffee. The cheap shit for like £5. You can buy a pack like this. Now I only drink a machine coffee, really good quality. I mean, people would question if Starbucks is a good quality, but I like it. It's a little bit expensive, to be honest, to my liking, but hey, you pay for a brand, right? That's what you get. Yeah, so in Central you have a lot of shops. You name it, you have it there. You have designer shopping if you have more money to spend. Gucci, Prada, Dior, we have all of that. And then you have entry level shopping like H&M, Aldo, and you have 2 massive food courts, you have beauty salons. If you ladies coming here and it's raining, and book yourself for manicure, pedicure, do eyelash lift, a facial, massages. Yeah, you can do it all in Central, and it's all in one building, so you don't need to walk outside in the rain, and it's got air conditioning, nice and comfortable. Loads of different restaurants. One of my favorite is the Wine Connection, and there's another one. I can't remember what it's called. Now. It's not far from Starbucks on the second floor, but it's really, really nice. You can have a nice brunch there. So you can go for a nice meal, you can go to a cinema, you can have a beauty day. And for men as well, I think men grooming is really picking up now. And as if before people used to look at men that would look after themselves and be like, oh, he's having facial or he's having a Botox. For me, I think men that take care of themselves in that way are really, a step ahead, 5 steps ahead, in taking care of their health as well. And I don't know if I told you, but I'm going to answer your comments, guys, as well. So if you have any questions, just keep popping them in the chat, and I'll get to them. Yeah, I'm organizing a wellness week for men in October. I will be doing one for ladies as well. So if ladies are watching this live, please send me a message. I'm going to leave my contact details in the description of this live. And I will pin it to a first comment underneath this live. So if you're interested, if you want to be on a waiting list, or if you want me to tell you when I'm doing it and find out the prices, etc., you can also book a free call with me if you want to find out more. I've created this sort of Calendly link for all the people that are interested in this sort of activity in Phuket. The purpose of this for me is to help to motivate whoever's going to come to this wellness week. It's not a retreat, okay? I hate the word retreat. It's not a spiritual nonsense. It's not about doing yoga every day. What I've done, I've created a program where we will do a bit of everything. And it's not a boot camp, where you have to wake up 6 o'clock, we go here, and then 7 o'clock we run there, then you do this. No, I want it to be a reset. So it's a reset program where if you feel like you are stuck, if you feel like you don't have a motivation, inspiration, you don't know what to do next, or you're just simply tired from your work, from your family life. I know being in a relationship, it's very difficult, and sometimes you need a break just to really understand if you want to be in that relationship or if you need to exit the relationship. Or simply if you're between the jobs or you want to start your own business. I think very often, because the environment that we live in, UK, USA, you're running 100 miles an hour and you don't actually have time to listen to your inner self. And often we would listen to other people's opinions and views and whatever. But what we fail to do is to listen to ourselves, because your gut instinct will tell you. If it comes to women, our intuition will tell us exactly what to do and what not to do. But when you're super busy, you're running like a headless chicken, you're trying to research where you're going next on holiday, and you're just spending hours trying to find the right hotel and spending hours trying to find the right restaurant. You know how long it takes to do a research, to plan something. For me, it takes ages. Like, I'm trying to find my skincare regime that I want to create for myself now, where I can just follow the same steps every morning and every evening. It's been a week. I'm still researching, looking at the ingredients, looking at the price, looking at the value. And that's just 4 skincare products that I need to buy: tonic, face wash, moisturizer, and something to help me to manage my pigmentation and melasma. So to book a holiday to organize everything. And also, you don't know if it's good or not. You know, a lot of the Google reviews where people would pay you, give you a free entry somewhere just so you can leave a 5-star review and come up with some nonsense. You know how it works, right? So the reason I've created this Wellness Week, it's what I've tested and tried myself, and it's an opportunity for you to come to Thailand to really focus on your health. Because I think everyone who is successful in their life or want to be successful in their life, they prioritize their health. Because regardless of how much money you have, if you don't have health, forget about it. So this is a foundation. That's your foundation. And if you've been following me for a while, and if you're not following me, of course, subscribe to the channel. You know how passionate I am when it comes to wellness. I'm constantly researching what can give me that extra oomph. I turned 14 last month, and the older you get, the harder it is to keep your muscle mass, to have a good, decent sleep, to eat healthy, to not gain fat. List goes on, so to stay calm, so I'm constantly researching, looking at what works, what doesn't. And of course, during this Wellness Week, I want to share what works and what doesn't, and hopefully get you in a place where you want to do it yourself without my help when you return back home. So guys, if you need more details, I have a program that's already been created. I have a price. I've created a package that everyone can afford, literally everyone. And then I left add-ons for people who perhaps want to spend a little bit more, and then they can pay for that separately. So that was the whole idea. I want everyone to be able, if of course they want to, I don't want to force anyone. You need to want, you want to, I want you to want it. Do you know what I mean? I want you to want to be healthy, not me telling you need to be healthy. So there will be some hikes, there will be some stretching classes that I will do. There will be a meditation place that we're going to go to, which is absolutely insane. We will be doing a full day at one of the most famous training camps here. Another 4 elite training classes, really focused on building mass, burning fat, etc. We're, increasing our endurance and so on and so on. Eating healthy. I know one of the best restaurants in terms of price, value, quality, where I want to take the group that would come to those places. And just really have a detox from phones, from laptops. Of course, if you work and you run in a business, then by all means, bring your work with you. There will be a lot of free time in this Wellness Week where you can either be by yourself. If you're single, you can go on a date. Loads of dates here. If you're a guy, especially, loads of women. I mean, if you're a woman, there's loads of men too. So, so the first one will be in October. And then if it works, then my plan is to do them every month. And the plan is to have small groups because I want to get to know everyone personally, to dedicate my time to everyone personally, and not have it as a sort of mass market. I want it to be personal approach. And that's how I want to differentiate myself from all the other people that are doing, retreats, wellness, where there's like 25 people and the organizers and facilitators don't even know your name. I don't want that. I want to know people's name, and that's why I have a book. I have a call that I would do with everyone who wants to join, because I want to see if they truly want it, where they're at in life, what their motivation behind it, what their goals, to make sure that whoever's going to come, we're all in the same boat. So talking about the rain, talking about the rain, official rainy season starts from May till sort of September, October time. But you can never predict. Thailand is, you can never predict. So for me, if you're planning to come here during this period that's coming up now, really have a list of things that you can do if it is raining. Yeah, that would be my suggestion. I actually also want to check out a circus. Phuket got this new circus that's opened, and I was talking to my girlfriends that I danced with last night, and they went with their kids, and they said it was absolutely phenomenal, and the prices are cheap for the tickets. So I'm thinking about doing that. Also, if you like to sing, a lot of my Russian girlfriends, they go to karaoke places. There's shitloads of them here. So you can, yeah, I don't really like this. Not really my thing. I'd rather dance than sing. Anyway, let me have a look at some of your questions, guys. So the great thing about Thailand is it only rains for an hour or two, then it's fine. True, Jeremy, but for the last month, it's been raining on some days non-stop, like today. Yeah, it's just raining. Yesterday, it was pretty much raining all day, with some stops in between, but not really sunshine. It was still sort of grey. Hi. In which part are you staying in Phuket? So right now, I am between Cholong and Katu. So on the border, I think it's called Wichit area, the correct area. But yeah, about 5 minutes from central Phuket and 10 minutes from Phuket Old Town. That's where I am now. Korean skincare made it popular. Yeah, I actually looking at a lot of Korean skincare. I've got a SPF from Korea. My plan is if I have enough money, which I'm finding it difficult at the moment because everything just costs a fortune. Yesterday, I went to a doctor and I spent 5,000 baht. That's like £100 just for 5 minutes consultation. And there was no result. She only took a blood test. So prices are insane. But anyway, it's me stop moaning. Hairdresser. I need to go to hairdresser because I want to have my hair more blonde. The cost is 10,000 baht. That is £220. I was thinking, am I back in London or what? Yeah, prices are insane. It's good, but some Asian men are also putting makeup like lip gloss and foundation a bit too much. Yes, maybe, yeah, makeup, yeah, maybe that's a little bit too much, but moisturizer, SPF, that I don't think that's too much in my point of view. Like Vaseline on your lips, I don't think that's too much for guys. I certainly enjoy looking at the guy when the hair is nicely done. I can see they're looking after their skin, maybe tiny little bit of Botox if you're after 40, tiny, because Botox for men should be done in a different way to Botox for women. Sorry, I forgot to take my vitamins. I'm going to take them now. This is omega-3, and then I have zinc. And I have magnesium for the evening. Right, what else do we got? You do weight training as well. You follow a diet like high protein or anything like that. Yeah, I eat protein with every meal. The same with vegetables. So no matter what I eat, I will always include protein and vegetables. Always. My fridge is full with vegetables. Every day I have at least 7, 8 types of different vegetables. Yeah, weight training I've only started recently, like with actual dumbbells, but I do dancing, which a lot of people underestimate how intense it is and how you become very strong. I said to you on my Instagram, I shared. You can actually have a look on my Instagram. I filmed my workout on a Monday. It's full on, like literally burpees, throwing balls, squats, jump box, where you jump over the box. And to be honest, I was better than pretty much most women there. And they train there every week. I just came once, and that's the dancing. So I think my endurance is really good. And flexibility as well. I've noticed, in the beginning of the class where people, the trainer would get you to stretch, and then at the end, literally, I was looking around. Nobody can even touch their feet. I'm like, because of course, I do a lot of stretching, and stretching is really important. I think a lot of people underestimate stretching, but talking to fighters here, what they do prior to their fight, in their prep season, they actually go to yogas and stretching because it increases your performance. So, if you haven't started it yet, just fine. I think sometimes people get put off by some yoga and stretching because they end up being with the wrong instructors. The sessions that I do here in Phuket for people, they absolutely love it. I play cool music there. There's nothing too challenging, but challenging enough. None of the crazy stuff. So I think you just need to find the right person who will make you fall in love with stretching classes. And trust me, you will see how it will improve your overall performance, your thought process as well, because you kind of slow down, you stop your head thinking 300 miles an hour, which is also good. What else do that? But you are on a tourist visa. Is it legal to earn money like that? I'm not on tourist visa. That's first thing. I'm no longer on tourist visa. I have a proper visa now. I have 5-year visa, and yes, of course, because I pay taxes in UK, and this is a UK company. So hopefully that's answered your question. And to be honest, Thai people they really they're like, oh, can you use my gym, can you come to my restaurant with your group? They want to earn money, so they understand that if I bring a group of people to their place to eat dinner, they're very grateful. So you're also helping locals to make money, and to make their places more busy, and so on and so on. What else? You mentioned that you had gone through this wellness before, that you have seen after doing it both physically and mentally in yourself. Yeah, no, for sure. Because, even if I look back a few years ago, I would go out and get pissed. Or, only 5 years ago, I used to smoke. Can you believe that? And not just like 5 a day. I'd have 3 after lunch, literally at work, be like that, in UK, smoking probably 15 a day. And that was only 5 years ago. So, which is not a long time. Only a year ago, I didn't have breakfast, which is, it's a non-negotiable for women's health, and hormones and everything. You have to have breakfast. You can skip dinner, but not breakfast. So I've gone through a lot of things myself, trying it. It's not easy, trust me. Like now I'm working on creating some new habits to improve my health even more. People always say like, oh my God, you're so focused on your health. Yeah, but I like it. Some people would think that I'm obsessed. I'm not obsessed. Yes, I can go out and have 1-2 glasses of wine, but would I be going out twice a week because I can here? There's a lot of temptation. Absolutely not. I'd rather go to bed and have a decent sleep. Wake up in the morning, like this morning. I did a training for my friend. I'm doing a training for her, like a personal training. She comes to my apartment and I train her flexibility yoga and stuff like that. Then I cooked myself the most amazing, delicious breakfast, making sure I have fats, and all the other stuff, protein and carbohydrates. Now obviously I'm talking to you, then I'm going to go get showered, get ready and go to a shopping mall and work a little bit on my laptop for my wellness program. Because I'm just creating some more visual stuff that I can send to clients who are interested to join, so they can see everything in a sort of short manner, very, very quick, because I know, well, people are so busy nowadays. Nobody wants to read essays, and flip through pages. If I get email with more than 3 sentences, I only read first sentence, literally. Message the same. I read the first 3 sentences. I know I've got ADHD or whatever the name is. I definitely have that. So my attention span, yeah, it's just, yeah, I get bored easily. Um, so yeah, so I'm currently working on creating a shorter version of the program where I can distribute to people who are interested. You looking beautiful and so young. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Yeah. If you think I'm looking young. To be honest, when I meet people here and I don't tell them my age, everyone kind of gives me from 33, 31. I think the oldest that I got, it was 37. And obviously I'm 40, so I think I'm doing okay. Gym class and hiking groups are the new Tinder. Yeah, no, do you know what? You're so right. Yeah, because Tinder for me, I was on Tinder, but I've deleted my account because I just can't be bothered to be talking to strangers for days and days about some nonsense. For me, I just prefer to meet people, see if we click. If we don't, then I don't want to waste my time or waste the other person's time. You know, I'd rather talk to you than talk to some random guy that I potentially never even going to see, or it's not even my type. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't really like online dating. It's not for me. Yeah, because I don't have enough patience to talk online. I know some girls they like messages. I don't. I don't like to text. Yeah, and buy me a nice perfume, then for sure I'll be happy with that. But to go and look myself and oh no, ADHD, yeah, mixed with social media is the new brain rot. Yeah. Did you give up smoking or vaping completely now? No, I give up everything. I've done a lot of research. I do a lot of research, believe it or not, like in everything. If I want to do something, I will find out so much information about it that I can actually be a doctor myself. Um, like the skincare, you know, yesterday I was talking to a doctor and he was like, how do you know all this stuff? Because I really look into things in details, you know, really reading all pros and cons. And when you give up smoking, what will make it successful if you're going to stop everything completely? Not going to vaping, not going to what would you call it, shisha, none of that. You have to cut everything. And that's what I did. And the first 3 years, it's another tip. Don't do even one puff. You know, sometimes people give up after a year. They're like, oh, I'm so strong now. I don't smoke anymore. And then they do one puff and then that's it. They will fail it. So 3 years you need to stay without anything. So for me, it's been 5 years and I absolutely hate smokings and smokers. Literally. Um, What else do we have? Is this my phone? Oh, yeah, my phone battery is almost dead. Right. Do we have any more question, guys? It's really nice talking to you, by the way. Super nice talking to you. So let me know if you do, because if you don't, I'm going to let you go because my battery is dead. And I'm connected to the microphone on my phone. Harimlam, what do you think about tretinoin creams? I am a guy, but I use it daily on my face and now having zero acne and glass skin. So cheap and effective. Yeah, I think retinol, yes, you have tretinoin and then you have the retinol as well. Yeah, I think it's good. I'm not sure I can use it in Thailand myself because the sun is very, very strong here. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. Absolutely, yeah. Keep going, and maybe depending where you're located and your skin type, introduce some retinol as well. Maybe once a week, then maybe twice a week when the skin get used to. Yeah, it's a game changer. For me, for now, I'm gonna focus on using other ingredients for my skin because of my pigmentation. I don't have acne, but I have pigmentation. You probably can't see it because of the poor quality of video. Maybe I can actually let me show you. you see here? I'm not actually ashamed to show you. I'm here. Yeah. Yeah. Here we are. That's my pigmentation. What's the best time to be in Phuket? Best time for me depends what you're after. Best time for you is different. Best time for me, for example. So it depends what you're after. What are you after? Tell me the list of things that you want. Weather-wise, it's November to March to April. If you want peace and quiet and really relax, then you can come now. What's your favorite skincare product for your face? Looks great. Thank you, Rimla. To be honest, I don't have a favorite skin product. I don't. This is what, I've said at the beginning of this live that I'm currently developing a program for myself of what I want to use. So I'm researching into all the products, comparing the prices, comparing ingredients, comparing the, how easy it's to buy the authentic product, because there are a lot of fake products being sold here in Thailand. I actually was talking to one of the companies because I think they've sold me a fake SPF, which is very dangerous, because if it's not protecting your skin, that it's very, very dangerous. So yeah, once I create my program for my skin, I'll probably will share it on Instagram. So Rimla, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll be sharing it there, or through shorts here on YouTube, because I found this Japanese tonic, which so many people say it's like the best thing ever. There's like 7 what you call it, hyaluronic acid in there, like 7 types, and it's not very expensive. So, which I'm planning to get, and then something for exfoliation, a gentle exfoliation to use on a weekly basis. But I know good sleep, training, good nutrition, spa once a week at least, it's all good for your skin. So if you haven't looked at your eating habits, sleeping habits, alcohol intake, smoking, drugs, then by cutting that, it will improve your skin. An SPF cream is a must-have. Yeah, a good face wash, for example. Yeah, I have a face wash I use 3 times a day, 4 times a day, and I found a really, really gentle one, so it doesn't dry your skin. It's without alcohol, without all sorts of stuff. And then, SPF for sure for me, it's like must. Yeah, I always wear SPF, and I don't tan. So, you would never see me tanning with my face. Body, sometimes I can go for 1 hour or so, but very rarely. Yeah. So hopefully that is helpful. Any other question, guys? Do you have an idea on your daily calories intakes on average? No, I hate counting calories. For me, it's a dangerous game, counting calories, because when you are in a hotel or when you travel and when you don't have the scales or when you don't understand how to count them, or where you don't use the app on your phone, for me, recognize what the plate should look like visually, and if you eat good quality food, raw food, not processed food, everything that you need to cook, in my fridge there are no processed food. I've got Greek yogurt, Greek yogurt, milk. All the rest you have to cook. Vegetables, yesterday I bought chicken hearts, so I'm going to cook them now. The more you cook, and by adding vegetables to all of your meal, I wouldn't worry too much about calories. I think some people get obsessed with counting macros, and for me that's too much. That's intense in my point of view. Yeah, I believe counting calories is good only for fat people who don't have the basic idea of the calories. Yes. Once you're fit, it's not necessary. Yeah, you're right. I think it depends where you're at. Of course, sometimes I don't count, but I know the products that are, full of calories. I like bread, sourdough bread. Like absolutely love it. And the other day I had 7 pieces like this. Just couldn't stop because it was fresh. I'm like, oh fuck it, we live once. So of course I pig out. Of course I have the days when I know what I'm doing is wrong. But we're human, right? We're allowed to make a mistake, and the next day you just need to snap out of it and continue with your healthy lifestyle. Now and again it's okay to have a little treat. For me it's bread. Most people go for like cakes, and I go for bread and butter and milk as well. Oh, terrible. What's your typical diet on a day? Okay, so like I said, on a year ago, I started to eat breakfast. So before I had, for 3 years, I was doing intermittent fasting. And for me, guys, it's really messed up my health because I was overeating, because I was creating the window of like say 4 or 5 hours to eat. I was absolutely binging during that 4 hours, knowing that the food is not going to be available. What it made me psychologically think now that when I have food, I need to eat so much because very soon it will not be available. I've gained weight. I've gained over a stone when I stopped intermediate fasting and tried to eat like a normal person, because sometimes I would be with people and they would have breakfast and I'd be not going to be hungry, and then I will have a coffee on an empty stomach. I mean, the list goes on. I can stay here all day telling you why intermediate fasting was not good for me. Also, I've got stones in my gallbladder. It's really bad. What you need to do is eat small but often. So a lot of people, because they don't know what they have, I do scans every year of my organs, so I know exactly where I'm at. And of course, I've discovered a lot of things by doing the scan, thinking, oh God, now I understand why I can't eat so much fat. One day I had, I think, half of the can of peanut butter, literally like that. And then I was sick for 3 days because it's very high in fat. And because I have a gallbladder, and I've got stones and gallbladder, I was sick. I thought I'm going to be going to the hospital, but no, I managed to recover without the hospital involvement. Yeah, so not everything what you see that people say is good for them might not be good for you. For me, I feel what's good for me is eating 3 times a day, not overeating, eat very slow. Now I put, I said earlier what habits I want to introduce now. I put timer when I eat. I eat slow comparing to most people, but I want to eat even slower, so then your brain gets the signal that you're full faster. And now I have timers, like this morning breakfast took 16 minutes. And actually time yourself next time you eat. You'll be surprised that sometimes you do everything in 6 minutes. Yeah, so for me, breakfast, every meal with vegetable, every meal with protein, limit carbs after 6. So ideally no carbs, loads of carbs during lunchtime in the window from 12 to 6, like eat carbs so you have the energy. No fizzy drinks, obviously limit alcohol, limit sugar. I don't have sugar in the house at all, and I would never buy anything like that in my fridge. Loads of fresh food that you need to cook. I try to limit the amount of time I go to the restaurant, because I think last year when I was a stone heavy, it was because I was going to a restaurant 2 times a day, and it's harder to control what you eat and how they cook it and sauces that they add and blah, blah, blah. You've got to eat like back in the cave days, very simple vegetables, meat, potato, rice, without, all the fancy stuff. So the more simple food you eat, the better. Yeah. And how often do you work out nowadays? Yeah, not every day. Sometimes I do 20 minutes in the morning. Like this morning, I did 20 minutes high intensity, literally 20 minutes, and then half an hour of stretching. And now, obviously, I will go to shopping mall. I probably will do some steps there, walking around from shop to shop. Yeah, not as much. I do dancing twice a week. And now I want to introduce more weight training during the training that I did on a Monday. Have a look on my Instagram. I did the reel, what I did there. So I want to do this hardcore training once a week. Yeah. For me, it's about food. That is 80% of success. And then only 20% is your training. So for me, don't worry too much if you don't work out. Just get your steps in. 8,000 steps. That's fine. But look at what you eat, and invest. I'd rather get and pay to nutrition £100 a month than to a gym £100. That's if I was making choices, and if you want to lose weight and become more healthy. And this is such a good company. First time I got to learn about them, it was 3 years ago. So literally since then, the company is absolutely taking the market for digital nomads, for people like myself who travel here, there, everywhere. Congratulations on your apps. Yeah, so the insurance, I can share a link as well for you. Where have I got it? I'll share it in the description as well for other people who, yeah, for me, I swear by this company. And even, God forbid, something bad happens and you will end up in an accident or, hospital. The claiming process is so simple, so short, so quick. 24/7 online support. So you can reach out to them and be like, right, I don't understand which hospital to go or what to do. And they literally tell you, bam, bam, bam. So, yeah, look into this insurance. Let's see if I can find a bloody link. Oh, here we go. I found it. And it's my personal link as well. Here we are. How do I pin it? 1 second. Pin message. There you go. I pinned the message. So, yeah, I'd recommend that. Right, intermittent fasting is good, but it's easy to avoid 1-3 feeding windows. Need to have a good control over portions. Yeah, but it's so hard. Trust me, it's really hard. For me, if you are now where you think, okay, what shall I do to make myself more healthy? Don't do the fasting. I swear to you, I've done it for 3 years. I actually had to see someone to help me to come out of it, because my brain would not understand that eating 3 times a day is okay, because I felt it was like a danger. I was like, oh, I'm going to age. Oh my God, I'm going to become fat if I eat. Oh my God, food is dangerous. It was just crazy. And then I was going to end up overeating, and I've gained a stone. I gained a stone. It's crazy. But yeah, abs, you think it looks good? I had breakfast now, so it's not as defined. As the GLP-1 agonist, what is the GLP-1 agonist? Drugs are getting cheaper every year. Oh, you're talking about Ozempic and all that. It will be used to so many people as an appetite control. Do you know some people, a lot of my friends are, literally so many friends. But do you know how many side effects you're going to have? You're going to be fucked. Rimla, do not do it. For me, it's cheating. A lot of people, yes, they lose, 5 stone. As soon as they stop it, weight returns. So why put yourself through that? Get all the side effects, fuck up your liver, like everything just gets fucked up. And if people tell you, oh no, it's a safe, it's not. What is safe that makes your brain tell you you're not hungry or make you feel sick when you eat? Do you know what I mean? It's not good at all. For me, pay to nutrition, someone that will manage your food 3 times a day, that will have you on your phone. A lot of friends that I know, they've done that. So they have the accountability coach that is with them, and telling them, do this, don't do this, eat more of this, less of this, this was good, this wasn't good, then go to the gym, find a walking buddy, try to improve your sleep. So that's number one. I would start with sleep first, actually. Yeah, and hang out with people like me. Because I will motivate you to be fucking healthy and come to my wellness week. I think it's going to be a good boost. Good boost for you. Yeah. What else do we have here? Do you miss your family living abroad? Yeah, I do. I really miss I miss my mom. I miss my sister. I miss my sister's son. He's so cute. Like, oh yeah. I do miss. Sometimes I would have breakfast and I'd be like, I wish I could have a breakfast with my sister or my mom. Yeah, I miss them. And if I had more money to spend, I'd be flying there maybe every 3 months. But because it is quite expensive to fly and it costs a lot. So basically, I just need to earn more. Then every 3 months, I can go and see my family for a couple of weeks and spend time with them. Right now, yeah, like I was saying to you, everything just costs so much in Phuket. Like I said yesterday, I went to the doctor's, £120. Then I need to do Botox. It's like 8,000 baht. So that's, what's that? 200 baht. I need to have my hair done. That's 10,000 baht, which is £220. I rent a car, I rent an apartment, eating out, cosmetic. The cream that I need to buy is 1,800. So that is like £60. And that's that's just like one day. Yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot. I need to find a rich husband. So if you have any volunteers to be, not okay, we don't have to get married. We can just be a boyfriend and girlfriend. Then please send your application. What else? I agree, but a lot of people don't have the motivation and will not do it naturally. Yeah, for sure. That's why you need to surround yourself with people like myself. All my girlfriends, they always say to me, oh my God, when we hang out with you, it's like a breath of fresh air, and you get motivated automatically without you even thinking about it. Oh, look at these mosquitoes bites. 2 days ago, one little animal. Okay, what else do you have here? For obese people, probably better to lose weight than stay in obese. Yeah, no, for sure. But we're talking obese. A lot of my friends just want to become a size 0. So they already look great, but they take it because they want to be extra slim, super slim. Yeah. Do they visit? No. And I actually offered for my mom to pay for her to come. And she's like, yeah, okay, maybe in September, maybe in October. And I was like, all right, okay, whatever. Yeah. How much per month for the car rental? Between 12 to 15 to 20 to 25,000 baht. So depends what brand, make you want. Wellness Week in Bangkok? No, it's in Phuket. Would you like to join us in Phuket? It will be in Phuket in October. End of Phuket. End of October. That's the dates that I'm looking at. And it will be 8 nights. 8 nights with me. 8 days with me. Training, eating healthy, talking about health, inspiring each other to be healthy. Because I can guarantee you after watching this live, you'll make some healthy choices. Like I will bet you any money, because people say I just have this effect on people where because I'm so passionate, it rubs off on people and they're like, oh, but I want to be healthy too. Oh, you're traveling next week. No, it'll be October, my darling, so you're going to have to come back. Yeah. Right, guys, any other questions? My phone is dead. Laptop is almost dead. Everything is dead. And I need to go and cook my lunch. Any other questions? Why do you not have a husband? Oh, you're very beautiful and seems to have a great personality. Right, why do I not have a husband? Sometimes I question that myself. I don't know if I want to have a husband. That's first thing. I don't know if I believe in marriage. I would like to have a partner for sure, but do I have to get married? Not necessarily. Would I like to have a ring? Yes. I always say when it comes to marriage that in a relationship, I like to have a ring, a honeymoon, and don't want the wedding and don't want the kids. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a pain in the ass, or maybe I haven't met the one yet. I always say I'm saving myself for that perfect guy. Yeah. No, because I think because I'm not desperate. I think a lot of people and a lot of women they need to be with someone. They want to be with someone. They can't feel happy. And don't get me wrong. There are days when I don't. I also feel unhappy. And I think, oh, I wish I could have breakfast with someone now, or not by myself, or whatever, or watch a movie together. But it needs to be the person that will add value to my life, not give me headache. And I know headache comes with relationship, but yeah, I just need someone who already got their head switched on, ideally without the package, the baggage. No, with the package, but without the baggage. How often do you cook compared to eating out? I'm never married. Here you go. I cook every day pretty much, but this is the first time in Thailand I'm cooking. Before, you'd never see me. I would never even boil the egg, literally. Now I cook. I'm not saying it's amazing. I wouldn't rate myself. I'm very good at making salads and all that, and presentation. I have a very good eye for presentation and making things pretty. But cooking, I don't really enjoy it, but I know it's good. Living together is okay, never married. Yeah, I agree. I sometimes think, well, why do we need to marry? I can just call my partner husband and that's it. Like, who cares? But I would like to have a ring. How many girlfriends do you have in Phuket since there are so many Russian speaking? Yeah, I have some. I can have shitloads, but I don't find many people interesting, and I don't just hang out with people for the sake of hanging out. I'd rather be by myself. Like I said, for me, it's about people needs to bring value to my life. If they making me unhealthy, if they dragging me on nights out, stupid conversations, moaning, being negative, I don't want to hang out with them, Yeah, I'm all about quality. That makes sense. Do you think you may regret not having a family 20 years from now? No. No, a lot of people said to me, oh, when you're 40, you're going to regret by not having a family. Absolutely not. I actually think I'm very smart that when I was 20 and I was in a relationship for 9 years, that I didn't end up having a family with that guy. No. Nice guy, very, very nice guy, but my life would have been different and I wouldn't be where I am now, No, to be honest, sometimes I find kids hindrance. You forget about you. Kids come first. You make choices based on what's better for kids. I want to make choices that's best for me. And I know you may say, "Oh, I'm selfish, bitch." You call it selfish. We need to come out of era where having a family, having a husband, and having a kids is what make you complete or you achieved something in life. For me, giving up smoking is my achievement. I used to love smoking. So yeah, don't stereotype people. Don't live, like in Russia, because their birth rate is so low. When you speak to Russian people, they also, you don't have kids, you have to have kids. I said, what? Because your government put that in your brain that this is how you make a success, or that's when you are complete, when you have a husband that you can't fucking stand and don't want to have sex with, and kids that are constantly, asking for attentions. It's too expensive. It's most of my friends, they want to live the life that I live, but they can't. And they will never be able to. Because once you have kids, that is it. Maybe when you're 60, but even look at my mom, she's 61 now. She looks after my sister's son. So she also doesn't have a life. Why would I want to do that? I don't want to do that. I think a lot of people, a lot of women, when they want to have kids, they are naive and they look at that fairy tale where she looks all amazing, perfect outfit, matching outfit with the daughter and the son, and thinks that that's what it is. It's not. I think a lot of people, you don't understand the reality and believe in some fairy tale. Yeah. Right. My Mac computer will be shutting down in a minute. Can I come see you next week? Well, what do you mean you can come and see me next week? You can see me, you can take me out for lunch. I'll pick the place. Deal? So reach out on Instagram. But don't be a weirdo. If you're going to be acting weird, then I get too scared and I don't meet people who act weird. I have met with people from YouTube before when they act normal and they just 1 hour lunch, we can talk. You know, I enjoy meeting you guys. And very often when they meet me, they're like, "Oh, you look so much better in real life." I'm like, "Thanks. Do you think I look ugly?" Nice guy. But what happened here? What was the breaking point? I was 21 or 22. So yeah, we just grew apart. I wanted to be a career woman. He wanted to be a drug dealer. So that's what's happened. Need to make future soldiers for Mother Russia. Yeah, that's why their president Putin, is saying, you need to have a family. If you get 2 kids, we'll give you that much money. If you get 3 kids, we'll give you this much money. They don't even know how to make it appealing. Very stupid. And people follow that, They truly believe that to be happy, they need to have a kid. You don't. No, you're not selfish. I have a special needs child, and raising my child is my life. Yeah, it's like being in prison, but it is what it is. I always put my daughter first. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you. Yeah, it must be very difficult with special needs, especially. I think raising a child is a pain in the arse. With the special needs, it's a full-time job. So my hats to you. You must be very strong. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do what you do. I mean, I would have to. I would have no choice. But that's another reason I don't want to have kids. I just don't want to do what I don't want to do. If I have a guy who would be demanding to have a kid with me, I don't know, we're going to have a serious chat about it. Yeah, I just don't want it. Malaysia. Yes, I've been to Malaysia, but I'm thinking about going again in June or July. Who's in Kuala Lumpur? Because I'm picking between, what do you call it? Not Vietnam and Malaysia. So I can't decide right now. I want to go for a week, just for a little trip. If you guys are there, let me know. Maybe you can meet up with me, show me around, be my tour guide. Bali, no, I fucking hate Bali. No way. Absolutely not. All the influencers chatting shit. No, not for me. Thanks. Traffic is horrendous. Nope. You should try Penang. It's also a fun place. Oh, okay. Are you there now, Rimla? Are you in Penang? It's still raining, by the way. This live has been over an hour and it's still raining. I have an umbrella though. I've stolen it from my friend. I was like, you don't need an umbrella. I need an umbrella. No, I have an umbrella in my car. All right, guys, I'm going to go now because it's going to switch off now anyway. So battery is dead everywhere. I hope you enjoyed today's live. I hope it was useful for some of you. And I hope you will have a motivation to be more healthy. So I enjoy chatting to you. Like I said, follow me on Instagram. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It would be a support. Insurance details are going to be in description, and also how to reach out to me regarding the Wellness Week for men and women, also going to be in the description. So, love you and miss you. See ya.